Imagine, if you will, someone comes to your door one day with a box that has a button. He tells you to push the button. If you push the button, some random unknown person will die, and you get $1,000,000. Would you push the button? Suppose the scenario is changed. Instead of a random unknown person, it's actually somebody you know. Maybe it's an old friend you don't talk to anymore. Maybe it's a relative who is the black sheep of the family. Maybe it's that girl from college you asked out but turns you down. Maybe it's someone who dumped you. And you get nothing in return for pushing the button except the knowledge of what you did. Would you push that button knowing one of these people would die? What if, instead of dying, the person gets tortured and for a very long time? You push the button and your ex-girlfriend or crazy uncle gets tortured, and in a very bad way, more horribly than you can imagine. Would you still push that button? I wouldn't. That would be an awful thing for me to do, and despite my ex or someone who dumped me being someone I dislike, I still would not wish bad things to happen to them. That's because I have a conscience. I have better morals than that. But the Abrahamic God thinks differently. Despite living my life not trying to hurt anyone or cause any problems, this God has no issue with me going to the place He created to receive eternal punishment, simply for not acknowledging Him. I have ex-girlfriends and former friends, people who rejected me, and while I may have bitter emotions towards them, I still don't want anything bad to happen to them. At least nothing as bad as horrible torture or death. Does that mean I have better morals than the God of Abraham? Or maybe I have better morals than the people who invented this God many thousands of years ago. After all, in the book they write about this God, they advocate slavery, genocide, and incest. Let's not forget, not only is this God going to send me to hell, He also created hell for people He doesn't like. Instead of just forgiving me or giving me another chance, He created this place of horrible suffering, burning lakes, and torture so bad we can't imagine. Could you create such a place for your ex? Would you create a place like that for the girl who turned you down in college, or for the person who dumped you? If you would, isn't that generally considered psychopathic?